So this is our video on Ser and Estar. Sometimes the Spanish find these too complicated as well. They both mean to be, but they have slightly different meanings and uses. So let's have a look. So the Ser, let's have a look at Ser. So what do we use it for? Permanent states of being, for example, characteristics. So he is tall, she is pretty. My students sometimes say but there's no but in this. That's how they are, and that's a permanent state of being. We can't predict how they may change. The exception to this is time, because that is ever changing. So we've got it's Monday, it's 2 o'clock, it's Friday, it's March. Anything to do with time, we'd use the verb ser. So I've given it to you here in the present tense, and if you look further onwards, you'll have it in other tenses as well. So it goes soy, I am, eres, you are, the singular you, es, he, she, it, and is, somos, we are, sois, you are in the plural form, son, they are. Really, really useful verb to learn in the present tense in particular, but I'll have a look at the other ones in the other tenses as well. So some examples. Soy alto, I'm tall. It could be alta if you're a girl. Es interesante, it's interesting. Somos jóvenes, we're young. And it might be said that often moods are used with the verb estar because it's not a permanent characteristic. But there is a little bit of a grey area here, because you could say soy alegre, which means I'm happy, but meaning I'm a happy person. Or estoy alegre, I'm happy right now, but I'm not always going to be happy. So let's have a look at estar. So again, it means to be. And this time we use it for non-permanent states of being. So for in particular moods. So I'm sad because I'm not always sad, hopefully. An exception to this is whether it's permanent or not is position. So Colombia is in South America, for example. And let's have a look at the present tense of estar. So estoy, I am. Estás, you are. Remember the accents on these ones. Está, he, she, it is. Estamos, we are. Estáis, you are plural. And están, they are. Okay, some examples. Estamos contentos, we're happy now. Está en Madrid, it's in Madrid. Again, position. If you want to have a look back at the ones I said before, under moods, you can have a look under ser. Common mistake that I get is está bien, but es bueno. You can't have está bueno and you can't have es bien. Okay, bien is generally an adverb and bueno is an adjective. Okay, so be careful of those two. And sometimes it means that it changes the meaning slightly of a few of the words. So estar listo is to be ready. It could be estar lista as well. And ser listo or lista is to be clever. Okay, so there's a slight difference in meaning in those two. Right, so have a look at these ones and see whether you can decide whether it's ser and estar and how to put it into Spanish. There's a few here. So pon estas frases en español. Okay, so there's our 10. Have a little think. Pause it here, and then when you're finished, restart it and have a look at the answers. So, respuestas. Soy bajo, baja, permanent characteristic. This is why we use ser. We can't have buts here, but he might get a taller, he might not. We can't predict that, so that's why we're going to use soy, ser. I'm happy, estoy contento. As I said before, we could have had soy contento if it's a permanent characteristic, but I think we'd probably say in English, I'm a happy person. You could have feliz here, or you could have alegre instead of contento. Remember O or A, depending on whether it's masculine or feminine. Madrid is in Spain. Madrid está en España. This is telling us the position of Madrid. So we use estar. Madrid is the capital of Spain. Madrid es la capital de España. This is our permanent characteristic, so this time we use ser. It's 1 o'clock. Remember I said that we use ser for time, es la una. Just giving you another example, son las dos, it's 2 o'clock. Anytime, we'd use ser. They are fat. Son gordos, again, permanent characteristics. We can't predict what might happen. So that's why we use ser. She is in France. Está en Francia. Position, this time again. It's Monday. Es lunes. Time, that's why we use ser. You in love. Estás enamorado o enamorada. An odd one, this one. Not a permanent state of being necessarily. So that's why we use estar for this one. Enamorado o enamorada. And then the last one. Estás en la ciudad el martes. Again, position for this one. Okay. Rewind it back if you're not sure, and have a look at ser and estar again. Let's have a look at the two verbs in the different tenses then, mainly just so you can see what they're like, and I'll pronounce them for you as well. So we've got the preterite of ser, looks like the verb to go as well in the preterite, so exactly the same, but meaning slightly different. So it's fui, fuiste, fue, fuimos, fuisteis, and fueron. And then the imperfect tense, era, eras, era, eramos, erais, eran, and then the simple future, seré, serás, será, seremos, seréis, serán. Near future would be fairly easy, use the verb to go, and then ser in infinitive, so voy a ser, vas a ser, etc. Okay, and then estar. In the preterite tense, estuve, estuviste, estuvo, estuvimos, estuvisteis, estuvieron. Imperfect, estaba, estabas, estaba, estábamos, estabais, estaban. And the simple future, estaré, estarás, estará, estaremos, estaréis, estarán. Near future would be similar as, with ser, voy a estar, vas a estar, etc. So let's have a look at slightly higher level one then, in the different tenses. We've got 8 to have a look at on this one. So pause it when and have a go. I've given you an idea for the tenses, most of them, and then restart it to have a look at the answers. So the answers. First one, estaba cansado, cansada. Number 2, we were in Spain for holidays. Estábamos de vacaciones en España. We were on holiday in Spain, literally. I'm going to be in the house tomorrow. Near future, voy a estar en la casa mañana, because it's position for this one. It will be Wednesday. This is time, so será el miércoles. It will be on Wednesday. Next one, she was in town. Preterite tense, but position, so estuvo en la ciudad a las 10. You were small then. Because it's then at that moment, then we'd probably use the preterite. And because it's, well, it could be estar, but generally it's ser for this one. So, fuiste pequeño en aquel momento. It could be estuviste pequeño en aquel momento, possibly. He was on the wall with an ice cream in his hand. Estaba encima del muro con un helado en la mano. Again, position. The last one. Van a estar en Madrid el jueves, position. And then not a permanent state of mood. So van a estar de buen humor. Okay, rewind it back if you're not sure. And then hopefully that's okay.